Hey everybody, welcome to my channel English with Yunus. And today's lesson I will be talking about simple phrasing or present indefinite. I will be covering two things. One is use of present indefinite or simple present. Another thing, the form of simple present or present indefinite. So let's talk about when to use simple presents. We generally use the simple present for habitual actions, for daily routines work. For example, if I say I get up early in the morning. So I get up early in the morning is my daily routines. I brush my teeth. I polish my shoes. I go to school daily. So this is all my habit. So whenever we talk about the habits, we use simple present. The next is to express the general truth. The general truth is which is acceptable to everyone and no one can deny. For example, if I say the sun sets in the west, the sun rises in the east, or you can say honey is sweet. Honey is sweet. So this is general truth. Okay. So when we talk about the general truth, we use simple present. The next is an exclamatory sentences which starts with here and there, and that is talking about the present times. So we use simple present or present indefinite. For example, if I say here she goes, here she goes. Here she goes. Here comes the bus. Here comes the bus. So it is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences in which you express your feelings, emotions. Okay. And exclamatory sentences start with word here and there, we use simple present. The next is to express the event that is called a fixed program. We use simple present. For example, most of the time you might have seen in the heading of newspaper that Imran Khan visits China tomorrow. So it means that still Imran Khan is in Pakistan, but he is going to visit tomorrow. Though it's a fixed program and a future program. So whenever we talk about the future program and that is a fixed, we use simple present. The next simple could be the match starts at 9 o'clock. It means that match have not started yet. It's going to be started at 9 o'clock. But when we talk about the match, we use the simple present. Mean the match starts at 9 o'clock. So next is whenever we introduce any quotation, we use simple present. Any saying of any author or any person. And most of the time, whenever we write any research, articles or literature, we use the simple present. For example, if I say, Keats says, a thing of beauty is joy forever. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. So it is the same of kids, mean the kid says. So whenever we quote something in inverted comma, we use the simple present. We also use the simple present when the commentator demonstrate their commentaries and the sport events. They use simple present, like Wasim Akram's hits the ball, okay. And now the next thing we will talk about the form of the simple present. Mean what sort of verb form we use and how we use. Very simple. In simple present we use the infinitive. It means base form of the verb. For example, the verb singular, then infinitive, and then ses. I mean singular. When I say singular, it means the third person singular pronoun. He, she, it, or any singular noun. So whenever we make the sentences like with he, she, it, or any singular, we add s or es with the infinitive form of the verb. For example, if I say he, she, or it loves Pakistan. Okay? He, she, it loves Pakistan. So the base form is love, but I just added es with the love to make simple present. For third person singular, we use s or es with infinitive form, love, and then s loves. Okay. But when we have I or any plural, like for example they, you, and we, I just simply use the infinitive form of verb without addition of s or s. Without. For example, if I say I, or we, or they love Abbottabad. So in this sentence, you can see that I didn't, add s with the base form or infinitive form of the verb. Okay, so this is the form for the positive sentences, or you can say affirmative sentences. Now talk about the negative sentences. Negative mean whenever you negate, mean when there is not. And negative with third person singular, he, she, it, or any singular, we use does not and then infinitive. For example, I say he, she does not smoke. With he, she, it, or any singular noun, we use does not for the negative sentences. One thing keep in mind, whenever we make the negative, we use the infinitive form, but without the addition of s or es. We just remove s or es, which we use in the positive or affirmative sentences. For I in plural, we, you, and they, we use do not to make the negative sentences like I, we, you, they do not smoke. Okay, this is an example. I, you, they, then do not smoke. It may be I, it may be we, it may be you, or it may be they. Means we don't use all these pronouns most of the time. Mean it can be any. The next is the questions or interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, we use does and this singular pronoun like he, she, it, and then infinitive. And at the end we use the question mark. And do, then I, and any plural pronoun like we, you, they, and then infinitives, and then the question mark. For example, does it rain? Does it rain? So it is a third person singular pronoun. So for question mark, for questions or for the interrogative sentences, I will use does and then it and then ran. Okay, and for plurals, for plural pronouns or I, we use do. First do, then I or any plural noun, and then infinitive form. Like for example, do you smoke? Do you smoke? Do they smoke? Do I smoke? Like that, okay? So this is all about. One thing more, I would like to share that in WH question, the sentences will start with how, where, when, and yes, these are WH questions. So the form of the sentences will be like that. For example, where, then do, then any pronoun. Okay. For example, where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Okay. So where is the WH question? Then do, then you, and pronoun, and you know, in WH question, first will be WH question, and for third person singular pronoun we use does. And last but not least, most of the time whenever we use the simple present tense, we use such sort of adverbs like always, usually, regularly, often, sometime, occasionally, twice, rarely, seldom, hardly, ever, scarcely, once, never, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, frequently, generally, and normally. So these are all adverbs we use in simple present. One example just with daily. He goes to school daily. I brush my teeth daily. So daily is an adverb, okay? So in present indefinite, we use all these adverbs. Sometimes, not often, sometimes we use this adverb, okay? So good luck and nice to meet you. Subscribe my channel, English with Yunus, and also follow me on Facebook, English with Yunus. Good luck.